So, I've been seeing a lot more teams looking like this recently on the UU ladder, so I decided to do an investigation. Ever since Excadrill has dropped to the UU tier, people seem to be hyped about the potential and the return of sand teams. Getting Excadrill up with Tyranitar seems to be the way to go. W speed with a Pokemon with such a high attack stat, allowing you to run Adamant Nature with a Life Orb, doesn't seem like much could stand up to it. Folks, that is not the case. I'm here to sell you and tell you why Sand Rush Drill is not the Excadrill you need to be using when using it in the underused tier. First of all, for Sand Rush to work, you need to pair Excadrill up with a Tyranitar or any other sand stream Pokemon that can get the sand up for you. And more often than not, you're going to be running a smooth rock on that sand setter. Most sand Pokemon are weak to the same types as Excadrill. You'll be doubling up on your weaknesses if you use Excadrill plus a sand setter, which is not always a bad thing per se. A lot of teams have a lot of Pokemon with overlapping types and overlapping weaknesses, and they still work completely fine. The thing about Sand Rush Excadrill is it's really a hit or miss Pokemon. Yes, the attack stat and the speed will be sky high, but the speed is only sky high when the sand is up, and sand is not permanent, especially if you're not running a smooth rock. As powerful as Excadrill is, sometimes it just fails to one-hit KO bulky Pokemon, and those bulky Pokemon might even threaten it in return. Unaware Pokemon have just gotten better over the generations, and Excadrill is one that struggles versus Unaware if it is a Sand Rush Excadrill. Doesn't matter how many boosts you acquire, Unaware will just wall you to pieces. Crystallization is also a mechanic of Generation 9 that hurts Sand Rush Excadrill tremendously. Many Pokemon that have weak matchups versus Sand Rush Excadrill can suddenly flip the script at a moment's notice and cut Excadrill's sweep short. Another thing that is mostly a problem in the UU tier for Excadrill or Sand Rush Excadrill is that Sand Rush Excadrill, like many prominent attacking Pokemon, fears low kicks. Low kicks as unresisted first impressions has the potential to destroy Excadrill from high HP ranges, regardless of how fast and strong Excadrill gets. Sometimes as well, Excadrill suffers from not having the correct coverage moves. Sometimes you would prefer Rapid Spin so you can boost your speed outside of sand. Sometimes you need Rock Slide and hope that the sand is going to carry you through the sweep. But sometimes you'll just find yourself completely stonewalled by certain Pokemon, unable to touch them. And sometimes on sand teams, you do not always have the time to position your Sand Rush Drill properly. Mold Breaker Excadrill offers you the same Pokemon with decent speed, excellent attack, and potentially good bulk with none of the problems. It can offer you good team support, as Mold Breaker Drill doesn't always have to be swords dancing up for victory. It can offer you support like Rapid Spin. It offers you unblockable rocks, as Mold Breaker allows you to set up stealth rocks even against magic bounces. If you do decide to run Swords Dance alongside Rapid Spin on your Mold Breaker Excadrill, it allows you to break unaware Pokemon. So it doesn't matter how unaware they decide to be, your boosts will matter at the end of the day. Mold Breaker also allows you to flip the script on Pokemon that actually stonewall Sand Rush Excadrill, such as Rotom Appliances. You think that their levitation will carry them above the Earthquake weakness. Overall, Mold Breaker allows you to be more flexible than just all-out attacking with your EVs and IVs. You could max the HP, you could max the speed and the special defense, you could max the HP and the defense. Mold Breaker Excadrill is flexible in its role, unlike Sand Rush, which has to be all-out attacking all the time. And that is why I believe Mold Breaker Excadrill is the way to play Excadrill. It's got good defensive typing, good offensive typing, good support move pool, and it's just a great Pokemon in general. Folks, let me know what you think about Excadrill in the UU tier down in the comments below. And tell me, do you think it's broken? Is it a good Pokemon? Is it home? Does it need a Toxic back? Whatever it is you might think, do you believe that Mold Breaker is the best ability that Excadrill has? Let me know why you think it is or why you don't think it is. And that is all for today, folks. A very short and sweet one, as we usually do. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe. If you want to catch more, we will be doing a lot more of these. But until next time, we be you turning off. Thanks for watching.